everyone, welcome to the Fins edition again. Today I am going to be showing you, today is going to be a tutorial of this amazing plane called Strider. And as you see, it has this really awesome changing of wing angles in the back. You see here when they go up in the middle and then down in the back. And it locks in the front and in the back, which makes it perform quite well. And if these three planes are too hard to fold, I will continue the fins edition with planes that have fins but have easier folding sequences. So without further ado, let's get on the folding tutorial with Strider. All you need is to fold Strider is an 8.5 by 11 inch sheet of paper, and turn your paper this way and fold the plane in half from this way to this way, the short way. And it's important to make these corners line up perfectly, because this crease will make this whole paper divide into halves, which is hopefully symmetrical. Now we'll open it up, and then we won't open it up. We will fold this edge to this edge, the raw edge to the folded edge. Flip it over, do the same thing here. And now open both of them up. And now what we're gonna do is fold this edge down from this edge to this edge. So which way do we fold? So you see we have these existing creases. It should look like this. This triangle going sideways to the left, and we'll fold this edge down to the other edge. Okay, like that. Open it up, rotate it, and do the same thing on the other side. And now we open it up, turn the paper, rotate it so it looks like this with these intersecting creases, and we will rotate it 180 degrees. And then here's what we're going to do. We're going to fold this down on this intersection here. And there's a lot of pre-creasing of this plane. It's kind of what in order to get those fins in the plane, which is really appealing and gives it directional stability. And now once we have done that, we will rotate the paper again 180 degrees and fold it in half. What we're going to do now is fold this edge to the folded edge, now making a rectangle instead of a triangle. Flip it over, do the same thing here. Okay, now let's see. The edge farthest for me should be the one where we folded the triangle. So that means this is what we're gonna do right now. So you see this crease here? If you can't see it, I'm gonna show you where we made it. See, I just made a crease right here. Remember that when we folded through those intersections, we're just gonna fold this part, this raw edge, to the crease I just made. And now just pinch crease over there. So here, I'm gonna show you what I've done. All I did was a pinch crease right over here. I didn't crease all the way. And now what we're gonna do with that pinch crease is a reference. You have to go through where this pinch crease intersects this crease over there. And then we fold down we're gonna flip it over and do the same thing here. Now we don't need to do the pinch crease because we already have the reference. Now we're just gonna pull that to match, and now we're gonna unfold that. And if this center piece is a mountain, then these outer vertical are valley. Flip it over, and then these should be mountain. The center should be valley. Okay. Now here's what we're doing here. So now we have divergent creases going in, and now we want to make a crease that goes from here to here. To make another crease like that. So how do we do it? So you see, we're gonna fold this down on where this crease here intersects this outer vertical crease. Okay, like that. And now you see when you unfold it, here's what it should look like. Now we will do the same thing here. Okay, like that. And now you see we really do have divergent creases in from here. And what we want to do now is set them at specific angles. Wait a second, I just need to add a bubble over here. Just trying to fix that. I don't have symmetry in my plane. I just need to fix that. Fix this. Okay, there, we're all good. Now you see we want to set them at specific angles. So that means some of them are going to be mountain creases, some of them are going to be valley. Now what we want to do here is these outer vertical creases should be mountain, and the center crease should be a valley. Okay, well that's easy. Now we want the lower end here, this section over here, to be, a valley. So you see this one's not a valley here, we'll just need to reverse that. So now it's a mountain, now it's a valley. And now what we want to do here is the upper end, this section here, should be a mountain. Okay, that's what we have now. Like that. Okay, like that. Now we're done with this side. We are going to do the same exact thing on the other side. We're just going to reverse this lower end crease like that. And now this upper end should be a mountain. This one's not a mountain, so flip the paper over, and then we'll make it. We'll valley fold it here, like that, and then we'll flip it over, and then now you see we're going to perform a collapse now, like that, and also so right now, you see we have it like that. And now we're gonna kind of collapse it on either side. Okay. So you see, I told you that the center needed to be a valley, but you see this section over here should be a mountain. This section here should be a mountain. Now that that is a mountain, we are going to collapse. Now we're going to collapse this whole section here into this orientation. And And if you were watching on how to make F80 Centurion, you might notice that this collapsed figure is almost the same. And now what we want to do is we will kind of open this up on as a hinge here, like that. And then the crease should be followed all the way back to here. Okay, like that. And now we'll flip it over and basically do this, of course, do the same thing on this side. Okay, like that. And now you see we are going to open up on this part as a hinge, like that. And now you see we have it like this on one side and like this on the other side. And now what we want to do is stand this flap up. What's that? Unfold it to one side. If it's folding on this side, just fold it on to the other side. And now you see when we're done, you see we have a tall fin in the middle. Now what we want to do with that fin is collapse it. Now this is a pretty hard step, but you see we're basically opening this up and pushing it down. This is kind of like F80 Centurion's folding. And then we flatten the paper like that. Okay, like that. And then it should look like this. Now we're gonna fold this in. Like that. Fold this in on this edge here. And then what we want to do is fold this back across the central crease like that. It's not exactly across the center. Okay, like that, and then we will do the same exact thing on this side. Like that. Sorry, I just didn't be able to put my hands right over the paper to make my creases really accurate. And they were going to be if I did it myself. And now, you see folded in half, you see all of them are symmetrical, all good. Now we will unfold both of those. And now what we want to do is reverse these creases in. And now what we want to do is fold this edge up. And then we do the same things here. We fold it down on the existing crease, just reversing it, and then we fold it back up. And now what we're gonna do is we will fold this part down, this tab here, and we're grabbing both layers as we do this. We have to fold until it kind of catches on this layer here, and then we'll flatten that. And now what we want to do is we will fold this down, and here's the trick. We're gonna tuck this tab here under that pocket, like so. So now that's what we've done. All good. And now we're gonna do the same thing here. Just make a tab, pulling on both layers, flattening this out, and then we will fold this in, but tucking this tab under that cockpit. Okay, now I have it like that. We're all good. Mine is kind of not flattened. Like that. And then we will fold this plane in half. And then we will make the wings. Now, in order to make the wings, we will have to... Actually, before we fold the wings, we will fold the fins in. So now we have the potential to make fins, right? So we will fold this fin to one side. I know mine's getting kind of messy here. It's because I wasn't accurate. And why I wasn't accurate is because I didn't put my head over the paper. Okay, like that. And now we will fold this other fin like that. And then right now we will fold the plane in half. And now what we want to do is fold wings parallel to these fins. Like that. Mine's getting a little messy here. And then we flip it over and do the same thing here. And now, what we're going to do now is we're going to fold little winglets on both sides parallel to these fins. So you see we're going to fold this part up, flip it over, fold this part up. Okay, now when we open this up, fold the fins in, then unfold it, then we stand them up, stand these extra fins, the winglets, and then you see we are done with Strider, but there's still one issue here. So when you throw this plane right now, it will kind of want to open up, and these fins want to slank upward, this way, and that will mean the fins won't obey the travel direction of travel. So how do we fix that? Well, the fix to that is pretty complex. The locking mechanism. So we will fold the plane in half. So like if you throw the plane right now, it will fly, but if you do these steps, it will fly better. So what we're going to do is we will fold this part up. Like that. Unfold that. No, we won't unfold that. We're going to fold this back down. And then we'll unfold both of those. Open the plane up. And then we will pop this forward. And now you see when we fold it, we have a fin standing, kind of a really tiny fin standing in the middle. And what we want to do is, you see we have this crease. We're basically just going to push it to one side and do the same thing here. Push that to one side. Like that. And then we close that in. I'm sorry about all these string marks. But, you see, this is a finished Strider. Go out there, play. So as you see all these string marks. But, as you see, when you look at this, a professionally finished one, how cool it looks. Just an amazing paper airplane designed by Kyle Warrior from Foldable Flight. I'll see you guys next time.